In this vlog, we will be dealing with the inheritance concept in Kotlin programming. So here, let us start with our main method, and now we will start creating the classes, that is a parent class, and from which we will be deriving a child class here. The concept of inheritance deals with the utilization of the properties declared in a parent class into our child class here. So for example, we will be declaring a parent class here. So I am just considering the parent class to be exam here. So for which primarily I am not considering any parameters, and the child class is a student here. So every student will write a particular exam. So here I am not considering the subject here, I am just considering it as an exam, and for which we will be having two properties, that is marks and a method which will print the result based on the marks code here. So now in the exam class we will be having a parameter marks here. So we will be accepting a parameter marks which is of a type integer, and here inside we will be considering a local variable marks, and for which we will be assigning this. So yes, we have assigned our marks to our local variable mark. So to avoid confusion, you can just make it mark also here. So we will be also considering a method to print the result. So this will consider if marks or above 35, so then we will be trying to print a message you have passed, else we will print a message you have failed. So here we have declared a basic class exam which will be accepting a mark as a parameter here, which is of a type integer, and we have assigned to that our internal variable here. Inside the method we have declared the result print statements depending upon the marks code. So now in the child class, now let us try to inherit the parent class here. So we will be specifying our parent class here, and it is asking us for the parameter mark here. We have specified the parameter mark for our parent class, right? So we need to consider that in our child class also. And here you can observe one more error we are getting is this type is final, so it cannot be inherited. So by default every class in our Kotlin is to be a final here, and for which we need to add a keyword open to make it available for inheriting here. So now our error is gone. In the student class I want to have one more parameter called name, because we want to segregate the students according to their name, right? I am adding one more parameter name here, and inside the student class I am not going to declare anything, any variable or any method. I don't want to declare anything. So from main method we try to access our child class, that is student, and here you can consider these two parameters. It is showing us like name and mark to be passed here. So I will be passing a name, and after which I will be passing a marks of 76. So you can pass any mark. So here, and also I am trying to print the result here. And now let us try to run this particular method and see what is the output, and then we will be discussing what is the concept, how the inheritance is performed in this particular example here. So here we got an output like you have passed here. So what happened is like we have call our student, that is child class here, and we have passed the parameters name and mark over here, and we have inherited our parent class, that is exam. And so as we have inherited our class, we have make use of this particular variable here, mark. Check this condition that our marks are above 35, and yes, if above 35 we have considered it to be passed, and in else condition it is considered to be failed here. Now let us try to provide the marks to be 30 here, and now try to run this particular code and see now what we get. The result here, it is you have failed. So 30 is less than 35, so it has gone through the else condition over here. The main concept of inheritance you can understand in this particular example here. We are making use of the student class, but we have not declared any functionality for our student class. We are just making use of the existing functionality of the parent class which is been inherited to our student class here. And now let us try to look at the concept of polymorphism here. So we have a method, that is result here. It states a condition that if the marks are above 35 then you are passed, and else you have failed. So I just want to make some considerations, and I want to make the minimum pass mark to be 30 here. But our parent class has a method result which has the condition to be 35 here. So now let us try to override this particular method result in our child class. So we are trying to override the method of parent class in child class here. So we are using the same name result, and here you can see result in the exam is final. As we have discussed previously, every class in the Kotlin is final. So what we did is, like, we have added an open keyword to our particular class exam here, and the same thing we do here for our function result as well. So here you can see now the error is gone, and now let us try to use the same conditions here. So if marks greater than, now we are trying to consider 30 is a pass mark. So now let us try to provide the message you have passed, else you have failed. So yes, now let us try to run this particular method. So previously we got a condition failed for this particular mark 30 here, because as 30 is less than 35 it has gone through the else condition here. And now we will be considering 31 here. Why? Because we have provided greater than 30. So now let us try to run this code and see. We will be getting you have passed. So now we have considered the result method which is declared in student class rather than the parent class, that is exam here. So in this way we can override the methods which we have declared in the parent class in our child class by adding an open keyword here and by making it ready for overriding. The same way we can also override the variables declared in the parent class into our child class here by adding the open keyword. So this particular concept which we have used here is called polymorphism. So in this particular polymorphism we have considered the method overriding here, and there is also another concept called method overloading. We will be considering it in our further coming tutorials. And also one more thing I want to show you here, that in Kotlin every class will inherit a class called any. So here when you provide the student, and here you will be getting the methods equals, hash code and toString here. So these three methods available for every class you consider. Why? Because as we have discussed, every class will inherit the any class. So tap on this particular method and here you can see it will redirect to the any class here. So here it is showing the root of the Kotlin class hierarchy is the any class here. So every Kotlin class has a superclass any, as we have a superclass exam for our derived class student. So we can call this a parent class or a super class, and this one to be a child class or derived class. But in this particular example, we just thought it to be a parent class and child class. And also remember that it can be called as super class, and this can be called as derived class. Why? Because you need to know the terminology. So yes, this is it for this tutorial, and if you have not gone through our previous tutorials on Kotlin, I will be providing you the link in the description section below. And if you find these tutorials to be helpful, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Kotlin.